Hi, this is Jerry Dahmen, talking with Galynn Huber, Sioux Falls Street Department. Galynn, what's the latest on the roads right now in Sioux Falls in light of what's happening?
Well, right now what's happening is the snow has been coming down. It came in a little bit earlier than what we expected, about 2 hours early. We were out there, we've been hitting it ever since the first flake has dropped. But what's happened is, up until about a week ago, the temperatures were 60 degrees, so the pavements are warm yet. There's no frost in the ground. And this snow is really wet. So what's happening is the wet snow is hitting the pavements, and instead of melting and running off, it's melting and freezing off. And so we've had a little bit of an issue with getting that ice and snow off the street with our chemicals. It takes us anywhere from an hour and a half to 2 hours to make a complete loop of all the emergencies in each of the 18 snow districts that I have the city broke into. So with the snow coming down, we'll hit it with some material, and it takes us a good hour and a half to get back to that same location again. So it could ice up or freeze up or have more snow on it before we get back on it again.
What's your advice to motorists right now in Sioux Falls?
Really what they really need to do, if you're out traveling, you need to really slow down. The streets are not going to allow you to stop like you normally would even during wet conditions. The roads are slippery out there, and you can be driving even 5 miles an hour and put your brakes on, and you're going to slip a little bit. So give yourself plenty of room, and especially in the hilly areas, watch those hilly areas because they are getting slippery out there. Again, we're putting a chemical down on those emergency snow routes. The residential streets, you got to really watch on them because we're not on those at all yet. So they need to really slow down if you're out traveling.
And it's not a matter of if but when you issue these snow alerts in Sioux Falls.
Right. The front is coming through, and it looks like a good 5 inches of snow. It's probably more on the southern side of Sioux Falls. We will be issuing a snow alert. We'll be plowing out the city. What we do is we time the snow alert declaration based on when we believe the snow is going to actually make it through the city. We don't start blading the streets off until it's quit snowing. We don't want to blade streets and then have another inch of snow dump on those streets. So we time it so that we go in and start blading the streets as soon as the system moves out of the city, and we can go after it that way.
Is this one of the toughest systems you've dealt with?
Well, it's certainly with the warm pavements. If it got really cold early and the pavements would have cooled down, the snow would have hit the pavements and sat there. But now it's freezing on, so it makes it a little bit trickier as far as us trying to get out there and get the roads wet. Once we get some chemical on it and put probably another application on it, we can start getting them wet, and then they kind of make their own brine, and they'll start getting them wet, and then that stuff will start melting on us. So hopefully, and as we get towards the middle of the day and in the afternoon, the temperatures will warm a little bit for us, so that's going to help us out a little bit too. So,
but drivers should slow down.
Slow down, yeah. Take your time. It's not worth running in and getting an accident, having to go to the body shop next week. Just if you slow down a little bit, you can make it around town.
Galynn, thanks for joining us today.
Thanks, Jerry. Appreciate it.
The latest on streets, and we'll have all information on this system throughout the day.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm Jerry Dahmen reporting.